Well, so now that Tropical Resort's done, we're gonna get on with Sweet Mountain. But this is the world map. You get to choose which level you go to, and at this moment in time, you have the choice of going either to Sweet Mountain or Starlight Carnival first. Now, the general main path is to do Sweet Mountain, then Starlight Carnival, but it doesn't really matter. Now, the track for Sweet Mountain is done by Kenichi Tokoi, and the gimmick of Sweet Mountain's design is the whole sweets and food. And as I was saying with Tropical Resort, with the whole Hailfire Peaks trope thing, Sweet Mountains is a combination of 3 level tropes, which is Bubbly Cloud, which is an area that takes place on sort of like solid cloud area in the sky. If you look around you, you can see the clouds, and if you look down, you can see clouds. It's also part of the remilitarized zone, so you've got lots of guns, bombs, warships, soldiers, and all of that. And it's also level 8, which is where a level that is made entirely out of food. As you can see, we're running on cakes and past all sorts of glorious things. And here we have the drill, which has got a really odd soundtrack for us. The first thing where we had a full-on bass beat going. But yeah, drills into stuff is excellent for picking up some colour bonuses. But it's very easy to control. But if you stay too long in the ground, you will die. You run out of drill, you are dead. Very, very, very dead. And I mean very dead indeed. I'm starting to get me Wisp powers back now. I'm getting used to them again. Because that was one of the things that I just quite want to get myself back used to. Now, this is one of the levels to feature the Eggman bumpers, which are basically really annoying things which bounce you into harm's way. And they're really annoying. So like, you're trying to jump away from them, and somehow you just end up running into them. And I can't believe I got hit by that. But he's in time. We shall murder him. The Eggman bumpers are frustrating. I love these boost pads. It's pretty much introduced the whole meme of good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing! So basically everyone does that now. And do not do that. It's not smart. Another little shortcut that Sonic Team decided to take was, you know, the wisps that just came out of there? Yeah, they're 2D. They're 2D sprightly things. Laziness. Absolute laziness. Now with the screen select, the level results, if you get an A, you get 1 life, and if you get an S rank, you get 3, which is pretty awesome, really. And we've unlocked the drill for elsewhere, which is awesome. Now, there's not actually any cutscenes in Sweet Mountain until the end, so yeah, we've just got to get on with that. Now, one thing that you'll realise is that Sonic Colors has hardly any load screens. There's like one short one at the start and 1 or 2 towards the end. Now, the reason this is achieved is because all of the level loading is hidden beneath the title screens for each level. And because players expect to see the title screen for a good few seconds before the level starts, it hides the loading, which is amazing. It's everything closer and actually the game notices. Now, one thing I don't get is cheeseburgers in Sweet Mountain? Really? Well, I guess if you look carefully, it is kind of a cheeseburger made. No, it's cheeseburger. Cheeseburgers are like savoury stuff. They're not sweet. should have just called it Food Mountain or something. Yeah, another thing is there's lots of climbing at towers in this game. So in this bit we're climbing up the cheeseburger tower, later on we'll be climbing up another tower, and another, and another, and another. And also, now that we've unlocked the drill, we could go back into Tropical Resort and grab some more red rings, get more of a chance of getting an S rank, because we've now got an extra whiz power that we can use in some of the levels. And you can also see that we've got a green wisp that we'll get eventually that, can't believe I can't be bothered to go get that. Yeah. We've got a green wisp that we'll get eventually that we can use in this level, which means there's more we can do. And the one thing you always want to do here is just duck under the thing, not grab it, because then you get the red ring, which is awesome. And that's the end of that level. Quite short, but not as short as some of them. No, I love the theme of Sonic Colors. It's just so amazing. It just sort of... It's so happy and cheerful. It just makes you feel cheerful yourself, which is quite awesome, really. I'm saying quite awesome really a lot, aren't I? Oh dear. Yeah, anyway. Now, the drifting in this game isn't that great. I've done it a couple of times here, but it's never really used in as good a way as it was in Unleashed, and neither's the quick step really. The quick step is hideously undertreated. And this is a little different route you can take, which allows you to unlock red rings and stuff. And here we have our third wisp, the rocket, which is awesome. You can direct him, but yeah, it's not that important until you are falling. Now there is a point where there is a red ring in a bit like that. It's not quite yet. I thought it was now, but it's not. I don't even know what the indigenous life on this planet was, because, I mean, it's just like, seriously? All of these, like, sweets, cake, a world where people live on cake. It's just like, wow. And there's another wisp that we'll get eventually, Pink Wisp. Don't get Pink Wisp until I think it's, third level. No, fourth level, because Starlight Carnival's number 3. Now, I don't know whether you can stand on them. I'd not risk it if I were you. Oh god, you should have seen my heartbeat as I saw that. It was just like, ah! My poor run, I'm going to have to do it again, but I didn't. Thank god. The one thing I haven't mentioned is that I'm using the GameCube controller for this run-through. When I first played the game, I tried to do it with the Wiimote and Nunchuck, and I got to a particular stage in Starlight Carnival, but I just couldn't do it. It was just too hard with the Wiimote and Nunchuck, and it was driving me nuts. So, in the end, I ended up swapping to the GameCube controller, and I never looked back really, because it's a much better control scheme for this game. Which kind of makes you wonder why it wasn't released on the HD consoles. But I guess what with Generations coming out, and Sega knowing that they were doing Generations for the HD consoles only, that they thought, give the Wii owners something to enjoy, so that they don't completely have a scranny at you when they can release it. Obviously there was scrannies, and people were not impressed, but it wouldn't work. But yeah, the Colours does introduce a few new mechanics, like these laser door things. I don't think they've ever appeared before in the Sonic game. They might have done, I'm probably completely wrong in that assumption, but I don't think they have been. At least I haven't met them in any other Sonic game, so they're new to me. Now there's a couple of levels like this, which so they don't overuse this mechanic, which is good, because if they did, then they would be sort of just milking a cow, which wouldn't be good. I think we've actually come across the containers for every type of wisp now. There's the purple wisp that we're going to get right at the end of the game. Oh, there's one we haven't met yet, but we'll be meeting it shortly. Its first appearance is in Starlight Carnival, so we'll get to it then. Another thing that I find really awesome about was each world has got its own musical styling, so none of them are quite the same. So you've got the jazz of Sweet Mountain, you've got the sort of party of Tropical Resorts, and I'll introduce a couple of the awesome theme sounds of the other places when we get to them, really.